All right, so I've seen this one before. This one has some really great takeaways too. Literally. Okay, so now he's in arm's length distance, and that's exactly where this guy just chooses to take action. And the thing that I love about this, go right back from where he's grabbing the gun. The thing about I love about this is that this guy's pretty cool and calm, at least from what it seems physically, is that he's not making any movements that are making me think, oh, he's gonna attack me. You know, his feet are starting to slip out. You know, you're on a slick floor. I mean, I'm telling you, I've been in fights with some wet bathrooms. You wanna talk about, you know, trying to get good footing. You know, this is an area where that might be a factor in anything that you're trying to do, weapon takeaway, whatever the case is. But I liked the fact that immediately he was just, bag was still in his hand was down. Now, what I will say about the nonviolent posture, the one thing that could have been better about it is that I always want to try to get my hands as close to the firearm as possible. So that as that gun was coming in, it would have been totally natural to keep the bag in my hand and bring my hand up to be like, whoa, 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 hey, what's going on here? Right now, pause. Look where he had to go, right here, all the way up. So there was that much distance he created, as opposed to a natural movement where I could have been like, whoa, whoa, what's going on here? Now my hand is already 6 inches away from the gun, and then crashing in that gap would have been a lot easier, which is why he starts to kind of slip out a little bit. But at least he's aggressive enough to stay on the gun. And that's what I say to people all the time. If you decide to make the move, don't stop your forward momentum. Keep on it. Okay, go ahead and let that play. So he goes to take the gun away. He pulls it back. I mean, that is in that situation one of the worst case scenarios, that he retracts and you miss the first opportunity, but he didn't stop driving forward. And that's the key factor, is that your biggest threat is that gun. Don't stop trying to pin that arm and keep that barrel pointed away from you. Again, this is very, very high level stuff, guys. You know, and I try to say this with always the emphasis on you've got to get physical training. Don't just listen to me here and think that you're going to go solve all the world's problems and do this flawlessly. But what I am saying is that this guy trusted his instinct. And that's the same thing that I'm asking you guys to do. So arm up closer, stay on the gun. The guy stayed forward, moving the entire time. Obviously, his buddy already starts to retract because he's like, oh, somebody's actually fighting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to just take over the store. And then let it play all the way through. And these guys go out of frame, right? And that's the majority of it. Get offline, set yourself up for success. I really liked the nonviolent posture here. It could have been a little bit better just by raising that hand, creating that distance, and then crashing the gap, controlling and then crushing that guy until you have control of the firearm. So again, counter weapon, arm's length distance, takeaway, just good points to learn from that one.